with an inspirational season fall short.
I want to get my joy back with basketball, wherever that may be.
The Miami Heat are finalizing a deal to send Jimmy Butler to the Golden State Warriors.
Jimmy coming on this team will change the life of this team.
Y'all know who he is.
Jimmy buckets.
He's a superstar.
Butler put it on the highlight reel.
Jimmy has led to winning. The vibes are good.
I'm so happy to be playing basketball again.
All right, we got a big game tonight, so let's go in the bonus on Butler, who led the Heat to 2 finals appearances during his 5.5 seasons in Miami. He took them to the 2020 bubble finals.
Did you guys have to show that highlight?
Sorry, Danny. They were a 5 seed then, and then helped the Heat become the second 8 seed to ever make the finals in 2023. I got some better highlights for you. That's in large part because Butler takes his game up a few notches. You know this, Jimmy, about Jimmy. He has upped his scoring average by nearly 4 points a game in the postseason. And that's where you get the nickname Playoff Jimmy. He has similarly elevated his Warriors teammates since arriving in the Bay, Danny. Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Brandon Pajemski, Moses Moody, they've all seen their scoring averages increase with Butler in the lineup. And that's thanks in large part to Butler's exemplary play. Those teams have gone in opposite directions since the trade. The Warriors are 16-4 since Butler debuted. That's tied for the 3rd best record in the NBA, while the Heat, Miami, are on the other end of the spectrum here. They're 5-17. That is the 3rd worst record in the NBA during this time. So for a little bit more on Jimmy's return here to Miami, our reporter covering the Warriors, Young Masuk, joins us now live from Miami in the Gucci tie. We see you, big game, big tie, we get it. But what are the vibes around Miami and his return here, where he spent the last 5.5 seasons?
Malika, it's pretty funny. I recently talked to Gary Payton II, and I asked him about the vibes in the locker room since Jimmy arrived, and he said, it's like Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill, and Jill Scott. Everything is golden. They will rally around Jimmy Butler tonight. They want to get him the win. I'm also told the Miami Heat will have a video for Jimmy Butler. I expect nothing less from this franchise. He obviously took him to 2 finals in 4 years. But look, the Heat desperately need a win. They don't care who's in the building, whether it's Jimmy or anybody else. They just snapped a 10-game losing streak with a win over Charlotte the other night. They need a win. The Warriors, they need a win because they want to keep staying in 6 or get up higher in the standings and stay out of the play-in. So they obviously want to get Jimmy a win. The team wants to rally around him. And Jimmy said, look, there is nothing that is going to knock him out of his character tonight. Nothing can get to him. He will watch the video. I asked him that. If he runs into Pat Riley, he was asked what he would say. He said, I have nothing to say to him. There's a lot of people I still love in this organization, and he still loves a lot of people in the fan base, but he's focused on getting that win.
It seems like there's something that may be unsaid there. If there are people you love, then maybe there's someone where there's no love lost. And leave it to you, to get Erykah Badu into an answer about Jimmy Butler. Before you go, though, you said the Golden State Warriors, they need a win here. If they want one, it would help if Steph Curry is available. He's currently listed as questionable here. He missed Saturday's game with a pelvic bruise. What are the chances that he suits up tonight in Jimmy's return game?
Malika, he rejoined the team in Miami. He was at practice yesterday. They did not go through a scrimmage, but he got shots up. Steve Kerr said he moved well. His shot was going in. Then he had a closed-door individual workout. They will see how he feels today, but I got to say, the team may err on the side of caution here because Steph would have another 2 to 3 days off. They don't play again until Friday at New Orleans. But knowing Steph, he's going to want to try to play. And, because he wants to win. He wants to get the Warriors into the playoffs. So we'll have to see. We'll find out in a few hours.
Yeah, to quote Lauryn Hill, they want to take a negative into a positive picture, right? Thank you so very much for spending a little time with us here on NBA Today. Let's take a listen together to Jimmy on the perception that people have of him heading into this one.
I'm always painted as the bad guy. Like, everywhere I've been, I've always been a problem. So we'll take it. I don't got nothing to say. I'm not mad at being a bad guy. It's all the way that everything is portrayed. Some people talk to the media, some people don't. I've never been one to tell my side of the story to almost anybody. Let everybody think that this is what happened, and we'll ride with it. And then in like a year's time, it's going to be somebody else's fault besides mine.
Okay, and that may be true. I think whenever you're returning to fan base, you're always going to be the bad guy. Danny, you've seen this up close. You were with Kawhi Leonard when he returned to San Antonio, which was also your return to San Antonio.
It was.
How did that go?
we got smashed. It was pretty ugly. It was bad. They booed him, but they cheered me on. So thank you.
Okay, there you go. So given that, what can we expect in Jimmy?
I expect boos, even though he shouldn't get booed because he's done so much for that organization. He's brought them to 2 finals and had multiple, great runs, a couple All-Stars. Unfortunately, things are working out for Golden State right now, and things are going pretty badly for Miami. So they're going to look at him as the bad guy and that he wanted out, even though we know it wasn't him who wanted to get out. It was just him not getting the contract, essentially him and Pat not seeing eye to eye. But, he's done a lot for them, but they will boo him.
It's going to be a brawl for it all. Malik is beef there, and damn it, they gonna make hamburgers tonight. It's real beef there. We just heard Jimmy say if he see Pat, he have nothing to say to him. That's because Pat forced him out. Jimmy didn't never want to leave Miami. He was forced out of Miami. They chose Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo. They said this is their franchise when he came to training camp. They didn't want to give him the contract extension. I think Jimmy wanted to retire as a Miami Heat, but now he's in Golden State. And best believe he's coming to stand on business tonight. I strongly believe. But I do think Eric Spoelstra will have his guys fired up. It will be an excellent, matchup tonight. But again, at some point, we're going to have this conversation about Pat Riley. At some point, we are.
It seems like that's a podcast conversation. We've had it in 2-minute spurts here on NBA Today. Perk needs 25 minutes to get out all of his takes there. Booze,
just 5.
Okay, just 5. I got it. Producer Jaron, let's book that. Booze, after the dust settles a little bit, though, we laid out just how impactful Jimmy was for Miami. How do you think that, when you get a little time and distance, will he be remembered for the Heat?
I mean, he'll be remembered as an overachiever. He took a team that was under-talented, very much so, went through the Eastern Conference, beat Boston teams, beat the Milwaukee Bucks with Giannis Antetokounmpo, got to the finals twice, lost to the Lakers with LeBron James and Anthony Davis, lost to the Denver Nuggets with the Joker in Denver, did a great job of getting a team that had, Bam Adebayo playing very well, but a couple other guys who maybe even been undrafted or are not very high picks, and took them all the way to the NBA Finals. He'll be remembered as an overachiever, someone who gave his heart and soul for this organization, and best believe he'll have this game circled, guys. Jimmy is a competitor. He competes on both sides. He's a winner. He wants to win. This is a game he's going to want to win for bragging rights alone.
Yeah.
Trust me.
He's going to put on a show. No one can doubt how great Jimmy was when the lights are the brightest, how great he still is when the lights are the brightest. But just in case, let's relive some of those moments. A little top of the top, brought to you by Navy Federal Credit Union. We're going to start, Danny Green, with top clutch time. All of these are from 2023. Remember the buzzer step-back beater against the Bulls?
Oh.
Got him.
Ice cold. He's got so many of these. It's hard to pick which one is the best one.
Every fan's face, too. And then he catches a lob with 0.7 left to beat the Rockets.
Ooh. We've seen this more than once, actually. He caught another lob against Milwaukee, too, but that's
Danny,
a
it's
high
like
catch.
You knew the transition exactly. Alley-oop layup to send Game 5 to the Bucks to overtime.
That was a hell of a shot right there.
Man, to catch the ball, find the rim.
And they went on to win the game. Top trash talk. He gets into it with TJ Warren here. He baits Warren into getting ejected, and then he blows him a kiss on the way out. You remember that?
He is a troller, professional troller.
Professional. 2023 conference finals against the Celtics. Gabe Vincent. Transition 3. And then he says, yeah, Boston, go ahead, call timeout. Same series, Jimmy's and one. And then
I like this series.
Face-to-face with Grant Williams here, and the meme that keeps on giving was born.
Yeah, they blame Grant for that loss.
Tobias Harris over me?
So that was Jimmy's trash talk after sending Philadelphia packing in 2022, Dan.
I was a part of that team. If I wasn't hurt, it might have been a little different, but I don't know.
Okay, then there's emo Jimmy.
Yeah, laugh it up.
Yeah, laugh it up. Of course, exhausted Jimmy. Another the memes. He dropped 35, 12, and 11, Game 5 of the Bubble Finals. He played 47 minutes in that one. Let's see what he's got for us tonight. Coming up, the Mavericks. They finally got Anthony Davis back. Was it a glimpse of what could be or what could have been? We've got thoughts on what we saw from Anthony Davis in a Mavericks win.